What's good, fam? Queen Common Sense coming back to you from the Chi-Town remix to the Kakalaka Stick. Um, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is blessed, safe and sound, loved ones accounted for and attended to, and all that good stuff. I'm coming back with this particular post because I am extremely disturbed. Again, by what I heard over on Trending and Queen Sheba channel platform today. Um, my work schedule is really crazy, and I can't really jump in the chat and make comments a lot unless I'm strenuous, you know, task for my job. So I can listen in, I can peek in. Of course, I'm always on a replay gang for the people that I resonate with on YouTube and TikTok and other places too. But YouTube is kind of like my home because that's where I started back in 2009. And this is why I'm making this particular post because I relate so much to what these ladies have been through and are going through with this newly developing evil saga that somebody started about Queen Sheba and Trending, allegedly uh, just hijacking Trending's art. And this is how I know that not just God is real, but the devil is real too. And that, I'm kind of at a loss for words at how disgusted I am with this type of energy, no matter who experiences it. And I've noticed a pattern over the years because this is nothing new to me. I have had family members do this shit to me for 35 years off and on. So I resonate very, very deeply with this particular situation. My grandmother used to always tell me that love will make evil people do the most stupid, ignorant things and say the most hurtful, damaging things. And you don't even have to truly even know the person that is saying and doing these hurtful, damaging, dangerous things, making very dangerous, careless, reckless comments when all you have to do is listen. That's how I can detect evil people through the gate is if the person I'm talking to is not listening, and they hear what they want to hear, that's somebody that I really am not going to invest a lot of time into because we all know we can't fix anybody and we can't expect much from strangers. And then if it's someone who is toxic, dot, 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 we all know what's going to happen with that. They're going to try to pick, poke, and prod until they find any crack in your foundation, pardon me, or any chink in your armor because that's why they want to try to get close to you as close as possible and they will reap the benefits of anything you have to offer. Okay, let's rewind it back a little bit with Queen Sheba and how hospitable and generous her heart is. Um, this is one of the big reasons why I just really latched onto her spirit and began to follow her channel and subscribed about a year or so ago. I just recently, a few months ago, maybe 6, 8 months ago, became a member. But I have watched her grow her platform to what it is now, just like many of us have. And I absolutely love her as a Black woman, as a Black sister in the spirit. I don't have to be acquainted close and be tight like peanut butter and jelly with a Black woman. When I see good, sound principles, morals, and standards, and they walk in that, that's somebody who I don't mind sharing energy with and listening to, following, respecting, whatever, because we have a kindred spirit. And the reason why I'm in the background a lot, not just for work, is because I too understand how it feels to have people attack you for out the blue and clear from left field for absolutely no reason other than hatred, jealousy, messiness, the spirit of Jezebel, Leviathan, all those things that I've been dropping, talking about these demonic possessions that people carry, all under the guise and thinly veiled as sisterhood, black excellence, so forth and so on. You can pretend to want to rub elbows with people like Queen Sheba and Trending and many more, Melody, whatever. Just because you support them doesn't mean that you truly love them. We all know that. And that is the disgusting part that I want to highlight and talk about with this particular newly developed situation. And I love how these ladies handled it. The thing that I really don't like is seeing Black women cry and hurt behind their own people when they are very generous, loving, sincere, and upstanding women who work hard not only for their families, but they work hard for their viewers and their supporters to provide good, wholesome, factual, realistic content, and then to be so gifted to put a creative twist on it, okay, and open up their talents and gifts and share it with us. That is part of what Black excellence is. And I'm so proud of these ladies for having the boldness to step out and do that and give us all something that we can work with. Merch to help us build our self confidence and self love, encouragement, spiritual, forti, forti, oh God, I'm just tongue twisted. I'm sorry. Spiritual support and motivation, advice, advice that you can use. These ladies are not just up here running their mouth talking. They actually have a lot to offer. And I'm just so disgusted. I'm just so tired of it. You feel me? Like, why can't we as a people, Black women, get our shit together and do the work to purge these fucking demons? Okay? And I'm sorry, but I'm passionate, so I might drop a few choice words because I know how that feels to have nothing but goodness that you want to share, to help people elevate themselves in life on their journey, to help them discover and tap into their talents and gifts, to be able to have tools to share that are effective and that make a difference and help people change their lives. And here we are again. Because the first thing that I noticed, and Queen Sheba posted, was back what she used to do, she used to give a QR code for people who love coffee to get a cup of coffee daily. Okay? That went, that was a success up until somebody decided they would start to make a habit of abusing it. Instead of getting one or two coffees, you get three or four, and you run up the tab, and then others who would like to have a complimentary cup of coffee, courtesy of Queen Sheba, weren't able to take advantage of that gift. So she had to stop the free coffee coupons. Now here we are with some more hateration where people are accusing this queen of stealing art from Trending. I'm just baffled because I heard it when Queen Sheba first announced it and said, I saw Trending's talent, and I hired her to do art for me for the cruise we're planning. And that the planning of the cruise trip started last year. Okay. Maybe it was early this year in 2024. I could be wrong, but they've been planning a cruise and it hasn't been a secret. Okay. I'm just blown yet again at how vile, how low people will go to detract from the initial course of growing into Black excellence, changing lives, empowering Black women, healing yourself, taking care, self care, self love. And this is what pops out the bushes once again. I'm telling you, whoever did that, I don't care who it is, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Really. You should be ashamed of yourself. But you know what? Sometimes the devil have no shame. Evil has no shame. Messiness. People who carry that demon have no shame, have no dignity. That's why they can stoop that low to hurl these accusations around recklessly the way they do. And clearly, if you follow the show, Love and Marriage Huntsville, you see how it's took a decline in the integrity of Black excellence. Clearly, these entities who started this shit haven't learned anything because they're part of the problem and not part of the solution. This is one big stumbling hurdle, big, huge, huge speed bump in Black progress and growth and being able to support each other and keeping our Black dollars in our own community. This is one of the main reasons why many Black businesses, entrepreneurs have the trouble they do because we cannot get up out of our feelings and emotions. We let our feelings and emotions motivate what comes out of our mouth without thinking. Insert practice to pause. Because when you just run off at the mouth and you really don't know what you're talking about, you injure people. And that's very irresponsible. It's a shame that I have to talk about this, and this is adults doing this. As much as we have been through as a people, especially Black women, we are at the bottom of the totem pole for respect from other cultures, value of our life, our mental health and wellness, physical wellness. We are expected to be the most slovenly group of people due to stereotypes that not only outsiders have created for us, but as well as the stereotypes we've created for ourselves. This is just deplorable. This is beyond evil. And that's why I pull back a lot of what I used to do on YouTube and social media. Facebook, I'm telling you, I caught it from all sides because I had gifts and talents that I wanted to share to help people heal and address their spiritual demons and wounds, to be able to release and purge the negativity and the toxicity, the scars of their past, healing their mother wounds, their father wounds, growing into greatness. And I had to take a huge step back from social media because I too was wounded the same way, which is evil, disgusting, vile rumors, hatred, because I had a group of ladies that we had formed called Ladies Edition. And we developed a blog talk radio show, and it was popping, it was lit, it was on fire. And the very people that we collabed with and put invested all that time in building this platform over on Blog Talk were the very people that were sabotaging us from inside. Okay, from inside the camp. Now, I'm going to play a little bit of this live for anybody who didn't catch it. And of course, you can go right on over there to Queen Sheba, Darling, and Trending and listen to it for yourself. But these ladies, our precious cargo. And I'm so glad the love outnumbered the hate on this because that tells me there's evolution happening. But it still hurts. It still hurts. I don't care if it's one who does it or 10 who does it or 1,000 who do it. It still hurts. It's still damaging. And that leaves a mark that will never be forgotten. Unnecessary hatred. But when you're surrounded by love and your whole soul encompasses love and that's all you produce is love, positivity, upliftment, encouragement, beauty, that's going to drive the devil crazy. And the devil can't operate without helpers, without a host, right? Just like God never sleeps in slumber, so does the devil never sleeps in slumbers. And this hurt me to my core to hear these ladies hurt over ignorance. The same ignorance Melody has been withstanding for years. We all can probably share a story or two or five about this very thing that comes from our own people, yo. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? This is 2024, okay? And this is no better behavior than what white supremacy has been doing to us for years. Now we driving the bus for them. They don't even need to race bait us or practice segregation or oppression because we're doing it to each other. We picked up the ball and started running with that same toxic, abusive, vile energy. Okay, now here's just a little piece of Queen Sheba. She explained it again, and hopefully it stuck. And I want to say to you, Queen Sheba, I love you, and I'm so proud of you. And I'm just blown away at your brilliance. You're a class act coming and going. You always handle things with grace, the beautiful, genteel way you address some of the most disgusting things that people do and say. I admire your patience. I admire your pristine organizational skills and the way you can bring people together with love and happiness and positivity. It's such a beautiful thing over there at the palace. How can you find anything wrong with this queen? Same thing for Trending. She's always so thoughtful and careful with how she handles very challenging energy. That means they have a big heart. Just because women like that are strong doesn't mean they don't hurt. And someone said it on the panel, check on your strong friends because sometimes strong women, we go through a lot behind the scenes that nobody will ever know. We just don't talk about it because a lot of stuff goes over people's head. It's like if I didn't live through it and I didn't see it myself, I wouldn't believe it. So if I share it with someone else, a third party who is not privy to this type of energy or may not have experienced it or maybe numb to it, if I share it, people gonna think I'm crazy. They won't believe it. So we're gonna jump in here and talk about this because it has to be highlighted. We have got to dig up the weeds. We have got to stop this shit, y'all. Self-destruction. When you hurt another black woman and attack another black woman, you attacking yourself. That karma is going to circle back around. Okay? So don't cry later when you go, oh, why is this happening to me? Why is this going down in my life? Think about all the people that you have senselessly attacked, maligned, gossiped about, spread rumors. And a lot of us, I listen to a lot of ladies talk. And a lot of times they don't even realize what they're saying because they so caught up in their feelings, they don't listen to their own words. They get on here and post comments and follow the crowd just to go along to get along to fit in because they too whack and weak to go against the grain and stand up and have standards, morals, and principles and say, no, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm not participating in that because this person didn't do anything to me. Okay. And I don't really know all the facts. So I have no comment. Why is that so difficult to do? Because you're possessed with an evil entity and love resides not within your soul. So I'm going to do a little few clips. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about this. And we're going to highlight and shine a spotlight on these demons. Because when you call the devil by his name, what happens? He shall flee from me. So we're going to do this here real quick. We're going to do this here real quick. And I'm just disgusted, y'all. I'm disgusted. I'm so disgusted. You know, I may not be able to cruise with the palace this year, but my heart and soul is there. And I hope they have a beautiful trip. Successful, safe, beautiful, fun trip. I can't wait to see the pictures and the video that they have to share when they return. Such a wonderful, beautiful, lovely idea to go on a cruise to be able to have a mixer to get it more acquainted. Isn't that what we talk about? We can't get together. We can't get along. Why can't we do things together without drama? Why is this? Why is that? How come we can't do this? And now here we have a lovely supernova empath, Queen Sheba Darling, who has taken her time, her talents, her resources to create that space for Black women. And here we are again. Some of us just cannot live and let live. Now, let's get to it here. This is hard. It's hard for me to listen to, but we need to talk about it. We need to have these difficult conversations, show. Because if I had my way, I would do the exact same thing. And I was doing that all back in 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. And I stopped in 2013 because of something very similar that happened just like this. So shout out to Queen Sheba. If you hear this, you know I'm the spook who sat by the door. I be in the bushes, but I don't miss shit. Okay, so I love you. And let's take a peek. Let's listen.
And I'm gonna do my best to keep it I don't know, contained. Maybe contained. So first of all, let me say, um, damn. I feel like God has really shown up in a lot of ways for me over the last couple of weeks. And I told you I'm gonna be passionate. I have a lot of patience, until I don't. That's why I move like I move. I'm very careful with my words. I'm very selective of the people I engage with for a reason. I'm scared to say how patient because I'm like, don't test me. I don't want to get tested on my patience. But I feel like God has shown up for me over the last couple of weeks in phenomenal ways, considering I took a big loss, huge loss. And I'm talking about my brother. When you take a loss that big, nothing else matters. When you watch somebody die and you hear them struggle for air, nothing else matters. Nothing. But that's okay because I have very, very, very loving people around me. Strong, strong group of people around me that have checked on me behind the scenes, prayed for me, held my hand, people that have respected my space, my mental space, but people that'll get down for me in prayer, people that have flown me out to say, you're going to get your mind off this. People that have done wonderful things. The Palace, my friends, my family, other YouTubers, people I don't even know have shown up. And what God showed me is He says, I'm only giving you what you've put out. And it has nothing to do with YouTube. It has to do with going back and back and back and back. The track record that we create, right?
Your karmic footprint. So when you put out good, good will always come back to you. If this is not a testament to that and proof of it, with Queen Sheba, I don't know her from the paint on her walls, honey, but I know a good soul when I feel it. I know a good heart when I hear it and feel it. I don't have to know her personally and be tight like glue with her to feel her spirit. That's what's more important to me. And she's a woman of reciprocity. That is what truly resonates with me because I'm a giver by nature. I'm a Virgo. So I'm going to give and try to add to and elevate. I'm the biggest cheerleader once you win my heart. But if you cross me and you show me that my effort, time, talent, love, and everything that I have shared with you, you are exploiting it or you think that it is an entitlement to have access to, Houston, we have a problem. Let's go.
And since that loss, boom, it's been like win after win after win after win after win. And I've been more than grateful. I've been more than thankful. And I kind of feel like God has said, that's the least that I can do, considering. So, I believe in working very hard. I believe in working very quiet. I also believe in sharing. I love to share. I love to help people. I'll do it for free if I'm led and called to do that. And I'm purposely not even looking at the comments so that I can stay in my heart and in a tender place and in a very vulnerable and transparent place. I've done a lot of work over a great span of my life. And one thing I've always wanted to do is help Black people win. But I'm not going to say, well, I didn't get a chance to do that earlier in my career because I was snatched up by some big corporations and I had the pleasure of working in those corporations. And a few years ago, I said, you know what, God, I'm helping these people win. I want to go help my people win. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it, but I also wanted to help us win because some of us are not fortunate enough, privileged enough to be able to have access to some of the things that other people do. And YouTube, I'm new to y'all, but I'm not new to like the work that I've done and the people that know me. But I'm new here to y'all, right? And I have to say, if I'm going to be honest, I love my people on YouTube. I love the Palace. I love the subscribers. I love what we're formulating over here. But sometimes you all can make it really difficult and very tough. And
for absolutely no other reason but selfishness, some of these people make it difficult and very tough. I sit back and I watch, sometimes in the chat, sometimes on other comment sections, and just in general when people come up and speak on different platforms like this. And I see why a lot of content creators don't do open panels as much as they would like to. That's why I stopped doing it back in 2010 and 11 because Some of y'all make it real fucking difficult just to get along. People are threatened by certain connections that among other people. You have cliques, you have people who want to bust up friendships that have organically formed. They sit back and watch and go, how come this person is getting more attention than I am? Or I have better thoughts and ideas and commentary than this person. Why is this person always getting up there and being able to sit with the host? And just childish romper room ignorant shit. That's what it is. And I'm like, why? Why when there's room for everybody? Okay, you might not get a chance to speak and as long or as much or as be as close to the core group or the host of the panel, the content creator or whatever, the inner circle or whatever y'all want to call it. You just creating more negative nuances to something that is so beautiful and has taken off and skyrocketed. It's growing. Why do you want to stunt the growth of something that's beautiful? I never will understand that shit, yo. Let's go.
There are times I'm like, why? Why are they making it that difficult for all of us to come together and just do our thing? Because we say that there's enough room for everybody, but do we really honestly, truly believe that? And we talk about that a lot in our Sunday sessions behind the wall, but do you really believe it? And remember, I said, don't ask for stuff. Don't ask for something that you're really not ready for. Because there's a lot of times we ask, we hope, we pray, we believe, and then we disrupt it. We stop the synergy,
The self-sabotage of the collective Black sisterhood. You ask for something, it's given to you, and then you want to take a huge dump on it because you can't control it. Let's go.
flow, the momentum. So yesterday, let me back up. Prior to the Queen Sheba merch, I have a whole other clothing line that y'all know nothing about. Nothing about. And I've never put it in front of you. Whole other clothing line, whole other productions. And when I say productions, I'm talking about product. And that's not a flex. That's the truth. And the reason why I keep it separate is because I want to. It's not a money grab. I just want to. There are some things you keep to yourself and for yourself. There's things that I've created, like Black Girl Day Off, that I'm getting to share with y'all this year, but it's been in rotation for over 4 years. I've designed other mental health things, that you guys have no idea. And it doesn't matter because this space is this space. So I just wanted to say before the Queen Sheba merch, I've done merch. Have it. It's not a big deal because everybody has a gift. That's like those of you that can sing. It's not a big deal to you because you can just sing. And God gives us our own gifts and you just create, you produce. I help other women produce, other men produce. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing because if that's what you're called to do, you do it. So with the Queen Sheba merch, I typically, there's one lady that I've been working with for over 15 years, and she's actually a white woman. She's actually a white woman and she's based out of California. And I was introduced to her by another white woman that writes that she's an author. And she said, "This is my graphic designer." And I've been using her forever. This lady has designed things for people way bigger than me. I'm just an ordinary girl. If you know that makeup line called Juvia's Place, I think that's the name of it, Juvia something, she designed that logo. She's designed so much. If I was to drop her website, you'd be like, wow, phenomenal, phenomenal woman. Okay. But remember, I said, I want to work with Black people.
I feel you, Queen Sheba. I did that too. I want to work with Black people, Black women. I want to open up the, understanding of spirituality, metaphysics, how it can be so very rewarding when you tap into your chakras, heal your spiritual scars, and begin to address those shadows that are holding you back, the pain, the unresolved issues. I feel you. It's just really frustrating. This is so frustrating to see this continue, not just through Melody or through anybody who is on reality TV, but this is it's a real Melody is a real life person. You know, she said, I'm an everyday girl from a country town in Alabama. My mom raised me to love and to serve and to elevate. And look at what they do. Look at what you do to God's gifts, God's chosen. Okay, let's go.
And I started to do that. Actually, the white woman designed my Black Girl Day Off logo. She designed my queening logo. She designed my other clothing line logo. She's designed so much for me. I have a nonprofit. She designed that logo. She's designed stuff for me that I'm like, I don't think I need this logo. But if somebody ever comes to me with this particular idea, I'm going to give it to them, even though I already paid for it. I don't need that one. I thought I would. I had an idea. It just fell through. But if somebody ever says, oh, I'm working on this, you know what? I got a logo for you. So as I entered into the YouTube space and realm, I've met a lot of talented people, a lot of talented content creators that are just absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Right? So we decided we were going to go cruising and we needed something in members only to support or have, as our cruise shirts. And I got this bright idea. I was like, you know what? I want people to come on the cruise but I also want each other to be able to identify each other without us having to say a word. Now, you have different personalities as groups begin to grow and span, right? And what I don't want to happen is different personalities clash, or you talk to somebody and they really don't respond in a way that you think that they should. So you mistake their personality for rudeness. So I came up with the idea of, you know what? Why don't we have mood shirts? I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about it. Who could do this for me? Mood shirts. And instead of calling my regular girl that I would call, I was like, you know what? I'm going to work with Trending if she'll work with me. I reached out to Trending and she said yes. She gave me her price and I paid it. And she designed 5 different moods for me. I said, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that.
And why can't it just be that? Queen Sheba explained this a good while back because everybody fell in love with Trending's art. I know I did, you know, and I'm trying to build up my pockets. So my pockets wasn't long enough, to catch her first. But I need a logo, and I did ask Trending, and she's busy. She's booked and busy, okay? But this was after Queen Sheba hired her Trending. And I thought that was so beautiful. I thought that was so special. And a bond was formed there of sisterhood. You don't have to talk to somebody every day and giggle with them all the time and always be in their face to have a close bond and respect and appreciation for someone else who has a beautiful gift that when it came together, it made a beautiful creation. And why are we hating on this again? Has somebody help me, fill me in, talk to me like a third grader because I'm missing something. How is this a fucking problem? And why would you say come on now? It's been at least a year. If I'm wrong, correct me. Drop it down in the comments and tell me. It's been at least a year since Queen Sheba stated this and made it very plain and transparent. It's not been a secret. That's why I say these newcomers, trolling, running your mouth based on your own jealousy and your own internal toxic issues. You come out the side of your neck with stuff, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and then you wind up causing serious damage. But see, God don't bless no mess. And it's always a way to get ahead of this bullshit and squash it. And I implore you, Queen Sheba, please do not take down your merch. That's a beautiful collab. You deserve it. Trending deserves it. We that support and understand the message and assignment, we deserve it. And we thank you. I thank you for providing that for your travelers, your cruisers, for us, those who might want to go next year. We can purchase these shirts for the same exact reason. Have a souvenir, a beautiful memory to commemorate. Say, look, at I went on this cruise. I got my little Virgo moody lips, my introvert lips. So I'm a stoic person, and a lot of people think that because I'm quiet and stoic and I don't talk much and I'm not very expressive, they think that I'm stupid and slow. So that's a good shirt for me to wear if I were to attend something like that. Let people know I'm not dumb and slow. I'm just quiet. I'm an introvert. I see and hear the same shit you do. Okay, I don't need you to hold my hand and help me understand shit and explain the obvious to me. I'm just an introvert. I'm shy. Okay, but then when we break the ice and I feel comfortable with you, then I'm a high key comedian. I'll give you some giggles. And I'm pretty damn intelligent. I'm just quiet. Okay? That's what the damn shirt is for. The hoodie, the shirt, whatever. Why are we making this difficult for people who showing that they love us enough to give us quality things to commemorate beautiful memories and help each other come together and commune in peace and love and progression? Why are we still doing this to each other? I want to know. Put it in the comment section, please. This pissed me off.
Right? And I'm always hands-on with any of my creations. I'm very hands-on. So I know I needed to work with somebody. Listen, that's why I like to hire people so that when I direct and I instruct, nobody's taking it personal because you are being paid for your services and you're being paid for your work. Trending did the shirts. They are absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous if you go on the website. I have an introvert, I have an extrovert, I have a calm, I have a moody, and I have one more calm, moody. I can't remember the other one. Can't remember the other one. Melody has worn a Queen Sheba merch before. Okay. That's not her first time, which y'all have seen on yesterday. That's not her first time wearing that shirt, that sweatshirt. She's worn it before, and there's never been any problems ever. She's worn queening hats. She's worn other people's stuff. Hell, we support Melody. I buy Melody's products. I've bought some of y'all's products. I have no expectations. I don't expect people to buy back from me because I'm buying it because I want to buy it. I've jumped on live with people stuff on. There's never been any problems. I've never had any issues with anybody I've worked with ever. I've never had anybody ever accuse me of taking something unfairly from somebody else until yesterday.
That's what I kind of felt something was coming when I saw Mel post her wearing Queen Sheba's merch and made a post about it. That made the devil mad, yo. That got some jealousy, Leviathan energy stirred up because Mel is wearing Queen Sheba's merch. And the person who started this shit probably don't even have any merch to offer. They probably don't even have a creative bone in their body to construct and manifest something this beautiful. Jealousy. Black women is so ugly, especially when you don't even know the person. Look at Stormy, y'all. You didn't learn nothing from Stormy, Destiny. They barely knew Mel. Stormy didn't know Mel at all, just like Stormy's mammy didn't know Mel. And look at what Betty has been doing out of jealousy because Miss Van raised a Melody and Miss Betty raised a Stormy. You can tell the tree by the few fruit it bears a lot of times, if not most times. I want to know who started this shit. I want to know who started this campaign of hatred against Queen Sheba, who is above board and has been such ever since I've been watching her channel and keeping up with her content. I have seen people come at her shooting darts and daggers and missiles and torpedoes at her for absolutely no reason, no different than they do Melody. Okay? No different than they've done many Winter Woman Land. Winter, same thing, just trying to rip that woman apart, and she is phenomenal at what she does. Okay? And like I said, I'm trying to boss up myself so that I can create a beautiful space so we can have many different beautiful spaces to choose from where we're all congruent on the same frequency of healing, seeing black people win, y'all. How are we gonna win still clinging to jealousy? How are we gonna win doing this?
Until yesterday. And the comments just kept coming. The inboxes just kept coming to the point where it became disruptive to my spirit.
That is really disgusting. Why would you know Queen Sheba is grieving? Why would you bring her this mess, this petty, childish mess to her inbox, her DM, knowing that she is grieving? I just don't understand some people's mentality and motive just to destroy, create as much chaos, create as much disease and unrest. You, what happened to decorum? What happened to proper social responses? When someone is grieving, if you don't have anything positive to offer, any encouraging words or any encouraging gestures, shut the fuck up. Why do we have to regulate grown people's behavior? Why do you want to come for someone when they are in a very delicate space? Hmm? It's just disgusting. This is disgusting. And I'll say the quiet part out loud on behalf of Queen Sheba. I know she could speak for herself, so could Trendy. But both of these ladies were in tears for absolutely no other reason but a jealous, disgusting campaign of division and divisiveness. That's all it is. And we need to really cut the shit.
To my spirit. And I said, I'm not doing this for nobody. I'm not doing this. That's not how I get down. It's not the type of it's not the type of commotion that I can allow around me because it's disruptive. It's going to disrupt my creative flow. It's going to possibly disrupt, because that's where I feel like it's headed. I saw the comments. I watch, I see everything. And nobody owes me nothing. But what I will not allow to happen is for anyone to fear, to insinuate, strongly insinuate that I took something from another person and I did not give them credit. That's not cool. That's not fair to me. That's not how that happened. I paid full price, just like I do anyone else. And it actually made me sick to my stomach. And I said, what the hell are we doing on YouTube? Are we really going to allow that narrative to grow legs and stay out here? That's
No, we're not. We're not going to allow that to grow legs. because if I got to talk about this for the next week and rub it in, and we're gonna run the devil back the fuck up out the camp, just like they snuck in underneath the front door with they damn hat on. That's why I'm quiet, because I observe a lot. Same thing, very selective, very, very stealthy with my moves. That's why a lot of people think I'm slow and dumb and they have to explain shit to me, the obvious to me and shit like that. Because I just watch. I just sit there quiet watching. And then when I see something that's real far out of order and I open up both barrels, then all of a sudden that same entity that started that shit, oh, I don't like her. She's this, she's mean, she's evil. She cussed me out. Yeah, because you deserved it. I watched you. Show me a pattern of divisive, deplorable, false, fugaga, fake ass narratives, running, dropping, running and delivering bones and picking up bones and carrying them back. So yeah, when you step to me and it's the least bit out of order, I'm gonna let you have it. But I'm not gonna be loud, disorderly. I'm gonna get you like Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. Just like how Queen Sheba gathered Tasha K. Okay, let's go.
It's not cool. People in my inbox asking me, and I want to be transparent because listen, if you put it out there, it has to stop. Is there a reason why you didn't do A, B, and C? Is there a reason why you are saying that this is your shirt? Why, and why is your work on I knew that was yours. And I was like, this is crazy to me. I didn't take anything.
You automatically assume that Queen Sheba just stole this logo from trending. Just like she like just erase all the other things that she has built for on her platform for people to come to learn how to shift into winning, black excellence, generational wealth, changing the narrative and the stereotypes of black women that we can't get along, we can't get together, we can't build nothing together. We always fighting, we always out of order, unruly, too emotional, caught in our feelings. But this is what you do. You come with, well, I knew that was yours. Yeah, the fuck it is hers. Yes, it's trending. Trending sold it to, she said it. Queen, I hired her to do this. But you so much in your feelings, whoever you are, logic escapes you. That's the way it always is. You get caught up in your feelings, so eager to tear somebody else down. You don't even stop to do your homework and investigate and figure out what the true facts are. You just automatically assume the worst. And I can't stand black women like that because I was raised by one of them. Do you know how much that hurts to have people just insist on misunderstanding you and creating a false narrative about you just to prohibit you from any forward movement or progression? Do you know how much that hurts? I don't care if you do it one time or 10 times. My relative is the epitome of ass backwards when it comes to me. They need a scapegoat. And this is what they did to Queen Sheba and Trent. They used them as their scapegoat. Oh, I can't get at Melody. Oh, there you go. Melody wearing Queen Sheba shirt. That's trending art. Look at this. Now we gonna go head over heels off the deep end with this. Reaching. Just reaching for anything you can find that's negative. And don't even know what the fuck you talking about. Just drives me crazy, yo.
Wow. All I'm doing, I believe in sowing seed. Listen, we got to keep it going in my head. If I hire you, you going to hire him. We going to hire that person. That's how we supposed to work. We supposed to keep it going in rotation, black excellence. And I'm going to have to be honest with y'all. And I'm a millimeter. I think we have to be careful because I think that's the piece That's the small piece where people say, hey, sometimes you millimeters can be extra, divisive, disruptive. I'm not saying all the time, but I'm saying we have to be careful of how we say things, how we present things that can be very damaging, unfounded, not true. And even when we sit back and watch it and we know. So
Isn't that what they do in the Melody? You know what they doing to Jason, her bodyguard? Isn't that what they doing to been doing the Melody for 5, almost 5 years? Unfounded accusations from the man that she had children with, was married to for over a decade, trying to put put wind under the wings of lies, blatant lies. And if you think logically, you see right through it. It's not that difficult, okay? To see that somebody used trending and Queen Sheba as their scapegoat because they do not like Melody, do not like Queen Sheba, whatever, do not like trending for whatever reason. Just evil, just evil. You don't ask questions, you just assume, and then you start running your fucking mouth. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. You have a lot of work to do, a lot of shadow work to do if you see that logo on a shirt in Queen Sheba's merch store on her website. Your brain don't click and go, okay, well, that's beautiful. Queen Sheba done bought the logo from Trending and put it on it. That's awesome. Look at the collab. Your mind goes to the dark side of that. It's got to be stolen. Are you kidding me?
this is what I said. I tossed and I turned, and it just kept coming. Now, if I got to wake up to it today, at this point, I said, you got to do something about it. And I found
Some of y'all are really disgusting, yo. Some of you black women and men, I'm sorry, but not sorry. Your mind is like a dumpster to think that this woman, Queen Sheba, would take a logo from someone without proper protocol being in place. It always blows my top when people do this shit. And I guess that's just a special trigger for me because I was raised by a woman who would do this to me every day. And after I had my babies, oh, she doubled down, weaponized my children against me. So it's a special place in my heart for people like Trending and Queen Sheba and many others that I listen to and I support. Because I watched it on every platform. Pinky the Housewife has had unnecessary attacks. I could name quite a few others that I follow. You know, here for hot tea, true tea. Unnecessary. What? Why are you trying to tear these women apart? They're trying to give you something, a piece of themselves to share it. Do you agree or not? Let's talk about it. We can come together. Do we agree that we need to support this person to protect them and put things in place as recourse to the fuckery? Because black people don't have a lot of recourse when we've been violated. Sometimes we just don't know what to do, and we have sources we can go to say, hey, you know, what do you think about this? I need to know. Do you have a connect or a resource that I can tap into to do some homework to figure out how to solve this problem? If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. I'm so tired of this. The least we can do is speak up about it and make it plain. Do not come for ours. If you support these ladies and you support positivity and you support Black excellence, Nothing should touch them like this. Nobody should be able to get this close to try to destroy and injure those among us who are trying to elevate us as a whole. I mean, look at what they did to Jesus. Look at the story of Jesus in the Bible. He just came to spread the good word about how the goodness of the Lord and how wonderful the Lord is if you trust in him. And he wound up crucified. That does not justify doing it. Oh, let's go a little bit more and then I must be quiet. Get off my soapbox. But check this out.
Myself real upset, and that's not how I move. And I said, damn, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. From here on out, this is nothing personal. No more YouTube collaborations, because this is so unnecessary. I'm just trying to sell merch. That's it. No more YouTube collaborations. I'm gonna focus on the content. I'm a double down 1,000% on the content. And I said, because what I don't want to happen is for people to disrupt or misconstrue any ounce of goodness. I can't control what comes out of people's mouth. I can't stop people from saying things that aren't true. The only thing I can control is me. So that'll be the first thing. I'll just go back and I'll work with people outside of YouTube. Therefore, there's no confusion. There's no competition. There's no divide and conquer. There's no people putting two people up against each other. I don't do that. I'm not for that. And I'm not going to sit back and let it happen and create tension in a space that was supposed to be built to be beautiful.
Boom. But I implore Queen Sheba, beautiful sis, please don't take your merch down. It was done in love and it was manifested from a very beautiful, good place. So you shouldn't have to punish yourself or the people who appreciate it by taking it down. You deserve to sell that merch. You worked on it fair and square. Trending worked on it fair and square, put her whole heart and soul into that beautiful work. There's no reason why you or she should have to sacrifice benefiting from something that was manifested in love. That's a bunch of book. No, I disagree, love. And it's just, oh, this just makes me so angry. This makes me so angry. This is just so disgusting. You have to keep watching this shit. We supposed to love each other, y'all. Okay, everybody's not gonna get along with everybody. You're not gonna like everybody. Everybody not gonna like you. Okay? So you go where the love is, where it's organic. Why are you watching people that you're jealous of anyway? Go find somebody else. That tickles your fancy. Why you have to come for this woman and she's grieving? It's just crazy. Sick.
That was the first thing. The second thing is I was like, you know what? I'll take a hit. I'm going to have to take a financial hit and I'm going to take the lips off my website. I'm going to take them down. And not because I don't think it's beautiful. It's actually beautiful work. Very beautiful. But sometimes you have to protect things. I cannot allow people to destroy it by having a negative narrative around anything that I have going on. So I told my husband, I'm going to take the hit because I trust that if I thought about the moods and all of that and conceptualize it, God will give me another idea. But I'm not going to allow anybody to take anything that's meant to be a positive and make it a negative. I'd rather lose money to protect my peace. It's okay. It's okay. And let me tell you why. Because at a particular level, you have to rise. It's the same thing. I got to hold myself to the same standards that I call these other people that are celebrities and reality stars. I remember when I did the Stormy Steele content and I said, Stormy, you got to make this go away. You're too big now. You have too much of an investment. You're too far down the road to have anybody suing you or claiming that you owe them something. You remember? I told myself, you got to step up. You got to make it go away. Even if you take a hit. Ain't that what you told Stormy to do? Ain't that what you told? This is me having a conversation with myself because I cannot afford that every time somebody purchased something from my site.
But see, the difference with you, Queen Sheba, and Stormy, you deliver what you promise. You don't do shady, shisty business. You don't cut corners and you don't mislead the people. Okay? What you promise the people, you deliver. Okay? I bought Black Girl Day Off merch. That's what I got. You offer certain information behind the wall. It's there when you say it'll be there. Okay? That that merch I bought, I don't even want to take it off. It's so soft and it's so beautiful and it's quality. I've washed it 3 or 4 times. It's not all fuzzy with fuzz balls all over it. The inside is still soft and fuzzy. It fits and it is comfortable. You almost forget you're wearing a hoodie. That's how beautiful it is. Very high quality material. Okay. When you present certain things in your corporate segments, it makes sense and it's helpful. For me, I can only speak for myself. Okay. I've taken some notes and jotted some things down and applied it to the position that I'm in now. And it's a very low position. It's not, it's an entry level position, decent pay, but it's a job. It's just something I need to be doing right now to be able to invest into the things that I want to do in the entrepreneurial world and get back into that because I was a business owner before I moved from Illinois and I had to close down all of my businesses to come and move and help my daughter in a time of crisis. So I'm trying to rebuild my entrepreneurial portfolio. And when you go through a lot of trauma and you get distracted and you have to drop everything to run to the aid of your loved ones, some things, escape your memory. You're like, okay, goddamn, now where do I start? Now I gotta figure out how to get back on track and get back to doing what I'm supposed to be doing instead of working for somebody else. So, in the process of you trying to heal, you felt lost. Sometimes you need a beacon. And Queen Sheba has been a beacon for me in a lot of different ways. Rebuilding myself, rebranding myself, and just the strength in her voice, in her sharing, being transparent. I've been through that too. This is what I did. This is what worked for me. Hey, you're welcome to this information if you need it, if it helps. Okay. I've seen people get pissed off because she's like, hey, that part I don't do for free. You can sign up for this. I'll have these courses. I wanted to take her YouTube course because a lot of shit has changed since I used to do my regular streaming. So I want to see how she blew up. I'm going to apply that to my platform. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take advantage of the classes at that time due to my schedule conflicts and all that. And, my pockets too. But I'm going to do it if she offers it again. Okay. So there is no reason for whoever you are to have started this shit and then bring it to her back door, coming into her DMs, trying to pry and create a narrative that is just non-existent. This shit is so annoying. It's weird, yo. It's weird. It's disturbing. It's creepy. It's abusive. It's intrusive. And it's highly insulting. Okay? This woman is grieving. She didn't lose her a set of earrings. Okay? This was her loved one. Okay? Leave her alone. If you have nothing positive to offer, to speak life into her now, shut the fuck up. That's all you have to do. It's so easy. I take this personal because I know exactly how the shit feels. So I'm gonna end it there because I'm all over the place. I'm in my fifis, so I have to calm down. Thank you for listening. Drop a eagle feather in the comment section for me. Hit the like, share, subscribe if you have not already. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for understanding. But I just had to come back and say something about this because I happen to adore both of these ladies, their content, their platform, their spirit. So very beautiful. It's a breath of fresh air. I enjoy every moment of all of their content. They keep it right down the middle. Okay. They keep it right straight down the middle, integral. Okay. So that's my take on it. That's my 2 cents. Like it or love it, I really don't give a fuck. But I had to stand on business because Queen Sheba comes up and always has our back. When you right, you right. But when you wrong, you wrong. And this shit was foul. I'm out, y'all. Peace.